hopefully this time the power will not just shit the bed on us. I don't even know why. I don't know what happened because the torrential rain has been happening all day, but it has at this point tailed off. So I don't know what exploded or got run into or I don't know. But anyway, I'm very sorry for things outside of my control. But we're trying again. So let's try again. Where is my game? Game, please? Game. Unfortunately, we'll have to do like... Oh no, it saved to here. That's good. Oh, this guy crashed our game. What, Susie? Alright, well... We did the skeleton walks into a bar. Guy walks into a bar. This one crashed everything. Crashed my whole power grid. Take my wife, please. Anyway, I just flew in from Canada. And then if I buy enough of these, will I get something? Okay, so a guy walks into a bar and he asks for a beer and a mop, and the bartender says, "What's the mop for?" And the guy replies, "Because I'm a skeleton." Wasco, you're real bad at this. What? No, I'm not. You're bad at the stuff you do. Dumb things, probably. Come on, let me tell you another one. Okay. Boy, it was really, really cold yesterday. Oh, I took my hair down from the braid. Now I'm not. Now I'm unbraided. You're supposed to ask me how cold it was. That's it. Okay. What walks on 4 legs in the morning, and 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs at night? It's man. The answer is man. A man, but but you have to, that's not even a joke, that's a riddle. You gotta think about that one. Seriously, you aren't any good at comedy. Shut up, I'm great at jokes. No, you aren't. But what about your timing is terrible. Timing! So my Uncle Alex thinks he's a chicken, and my wife suggested that we should take him to see a psychiatrist. And I said maybe we should take him to see a regular doctor? Because I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be possible for a regular human man to lay eggs. Oh my god. Maybe I'm hoping that it will crash all of the power again. So I got a job as a manager on a baseball team, and all the players have weird names. Like there's this one guy literally named Who and another called I Don't Know. Third base! Well, they haven't started repeating yet, so... Okay, well that's a repeat. Well, I'm telling you sincerely, you should quit. Alright, fine, I admit it. I can't tell jokes worth a darn. What else am I supposed to do, though? Oh, you're a pretty decent banjo player. The jewel in Dirtwater could use a banjo. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Can't be much worse. Cool, we got him to stop. Good. Alright, well, that was perfect timing, because now I'm rebraided. Why does it still sound like banjo? Although I wonder if we should have gone into the shack before we got rid of him. Okay, we got our Necromancer's I Hate Him button. What did that... Oh, we unlocked that with Susie, right. Okay, what's in here? Can I not go in here? I guess not. I wonder how many instruments we have left to get for Dirtwater. Let's go check. Got nothing better to do than to ride cross-country. You muster the strength and get the stagecoach right side up. It's still an abandoned stagecoach, but at least it's less of an eyesore. Good. I wish I could find darts. Oh, nope, there's still one more. I wonder what, though. Unless I'm supposed to play the cowbell. Guess not. Alright, let's try Olive Garden's homestead. With a ghostly shrieking moo, A cow skull wreathed in its own personal blizzard of freezing wind and shards of ice swoops towards you, insomuch as it is possible to ascribe an emotional state to it. You would guess that that emotion would be upset. Fight! Oh, it's not even one of the ones on fire this time. Ooh, ouch. Extra ouch. Nice. Still don't know what the fangs are for. You probably shouldn't go traipsing through this woman's garden without getting permission. Okay. Howdy. Howdy, stranger. Name's Alidus. Howdy, Alidus. I'm Olive. Olive Garden. Nice garden you got here, Olive. Why, thanks. Looks delicious. Oh, I don't grow 'em to eat. I just grow 'em to grow 'em. In fact, if you've got the know-how, you're welcome to harvest anything you like. Thanks. Sure thing, hon. Well, I'm always happy to meet another cactus aficionado. Did you know there's more than 2,000 different breeds of cactus? All different shapes and sizes, and different colored flowers, too. Well, I'll be. If you know what sort of cactus to look for, they'll help you survive out in the desert for quite a while, too. They collect and store a lot of drinkable water, and several varieties bear edible fruit. That's fascinating. And that's even before we get into their medical uses. Did you know if you sterilize a cactus spines over hot coals, you can use them for sutures? Although you have to be careful, because there's a couple breeds whose spines are actually venomous. Well, I'll be darned. Did you know that saguaro cactuses, those are tall ones with arms that you probably picture when you're thinking about cactuses, generally live to be 160 or 170 years old? Sometimes they're as old as 200 years. Heck, they aren't even considered adults till they're 125. Gosh. You probably think I'm silly, but I kind of like these cactus. I kind of think of these cactuses as pets. They're like my big green prickly children, though a lot easier to take care of, obviously. People think of me as that weird cactus lady that lives outside of town, but that don't matter to me as long as I've got my needle babies. You know, if you love cactuses so much, why don't you marry one? Alidus, you are definitely not the first person that suggested that, and I'll tell you what, I would absolutely positively marry a cactus if I could find one that wanted to marry me. Okay, can we find her a cactus that— oh, wait! Wait. 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 Oh, we don't have forage in 3. Can we get forage in 3? Not yet. I don't know what a Frisco poppy is. Is it opium? Once prolific, but now a rare species of poppy that only grows in the area around Frisco, despite the protests of other native flora who don't want it to grow in their backyard. Is this a tongue-in-cheek social commentary that I'm not understanding because I'm on the East Coast? Let's go to Dirtwater and get our cactus bay. A cactus bay. Wait. Cool, we got some extra meat. Howdy, Bill. Howdy. Say, I don't reckon you found me a cactus lady yet.
How about some fucking service around here?
Clark, thank you for 14 months. Wait, really? How does that work out? How have you been subscribed to me longer than Grid? He just re-upped for 13 months. Did he lose a month? Do I have to... Wow. Anyway, hello. There we go. Sure do. She's a cactus-loving lady named Olive Garden, and she's a real peach. You give Cactus Bill directions to Olive's ranch, and he hitches a ride on the very next passing stagecoach. Godspeed, Cactus Bill. Alright, let's go back to Olive's ranch. Olive's garden. Your eye catches a... oh, man. Your eye catches a small wooden object at the side of the trail, and you stop to take a closer look. Turns out some kid lost their bandolier, what you would call a yo-yo, but the modern patent for that won't happen for another couple of decades. No time for kids stuff. I don't have enough moxie. Yeah, grit is bad, apparently. Hey, Bill, I see you found the place. I found the love of my life, and it's thanks to you, Alidus. Yes, thank you. It was love at first sight. We got married right away. Well, I'm just glad to have helped someone find happiness in this desolate wasteland. Good luck to you both. We're still figuring out the whole hugging thing. I wonder if I could find some puncture-proof coveralls somewhere. I don't have any puncture-proof coveralls. We can at least kiss so long as we're careful. I wonder what our children will look like. Oh, geez. Okay, bye. Oh, I can't go in her house. Did I ever go in her house? Crap. No, the cat treadmill was a total disaster, but the power came back on like normal. So that's good. Actually, I don't really know what to do. Okay, let's head back to Frisco to pick up the trail. Ah, stop. A large man with a large hammer interrupts your journey by leaping out from behind a rock and shouting, "You damn ghosts won't get me! I'll hammer you back into the grave where you belong!" Well, that's a new one. Oh no, he won't. Oh, we don't have enough hornswoggling. Rude.
You ruin everything! Everything!
Clark, thank you for that host. I appreciate it. Now that I've thoroughly screwed everybody's timing up. Oh well. I didn't check my hair before I... We've got a construction sledgehammer. You beat the guy senseless and take his hammer so he can't attack any more travelers, and his wallet so he can't buy any more hammers. Hooray! Okay. Sorry. Hey! So... Can we consume any more stuff? I like my hat too. It's a good hat. I like that it drips. Well, I don't know. Did I... Oops, nope. Did I miss? I haven't unlocked anything new, right? Nope. Ah, these are the telltale signs of a train robbery. Here we go. You jump onto Cow's back and ride like the wind, following the railroad tracks back into the desert. When you finally catch up, you stand on Cow's saddle and leap onto the back of the train like a real badass, just barely catching the edge of the roof and pulling yourself up. Here's hoping that you don't have to do that again. Your stuntman could have been killed. Looks like Susie decided not to join you on account of not having a stuntman, so you're on your own till you get back to Frisco. Phew! Oh boy, atop the stolen train. You are feeling neither fair nor square. Can I climb down first, I guess? It says, this barrel is labeled hand fruit. Oop. This barrel is labeled pickled pig knuckles. Try saying that 5 times fast. Pickled pig knuckles. Pickled pig knuckles. Pickled crackers. Oh, I don't have safe crack in 5. Fuck you. nubs. Someone has carefully stacked all these crates with the this and up arrows all pointing in different directions. Okay, so we can do... Well, this will be easy. Could have just one-shotted him right from the start. What? He just walked away? Well, you've kicked this whole Norton problem down the road a ways. I mean, down the train a ways. I mean, he ran a ways further down the roof of the train. Got it. Oh good, somebody's built a rickety-ass bridge between these two train cars. This is very safe and not panic-inducing at all. Oh, hi. These guys look angry and confused. Oh, this is barely a fight. Guess we can poison him. Oh, I missed. Oh, this is fine. Crap. Those guys have burgled their last train. And we got the dining car key. Hooray. Whoa, mind the gap. Ooh, nice flowers. It's got one of those fancy silver dome things on it. Investigate. You've never wanted anything more than your life than you want to lift up this dome to see what's under it. But you're not sure you can muster the amount of culinary expertise it requires to properly reveal a dish of such presumed quality? Okay, let's see if I can up my mysticality. 46, I need 4 more. I don't think I can eat anything else. No. Okay, Spittoon Hat, already does 6 mysticality. 5 mysticality, 3 armor, 4 mysticality. I don't think any, 6 mysticality. No, that's still not more. Okay, so brooch. 2 mysticality. Ah, here we go. Now we can do it. Voila! Oh, it's just a cream pie. Shaving cream. What kind of lunatics are running the food service on this train? We got a shaving cream pie. Hey. This is no good to eat, but it's very aerodynamic. The table looks like it got jostled around in some kind of scuffle, but the flowers are still standing. This table didn't deserve flowers. The door between the dining car and the sleeper car is welded shut. Oh, he's more now. He's extra. Mental Birds 2.0. Okay, we got him again. Norton went flying off the side of the train. No way he'll make a dramatic recovery from that event. You should head up to the cab to see if you can find some way to steer this thing back to Frisco. Your stream keeps freezing. I am sorry. I don't know what to do about that. It is not me this time. Why is this guy hanging out on top of the moving train with a knife? There we go. That's why you shouldn't play with knives on top of trains that are speeding through the desert. You rifle through his pockets. They're empty except for his luggage tag. Turns out his tag number is 3. Hooray! A messily scrawled note. Read it. The note says, I've hidden the key to the forward passenger car in my luggage to make it easier for me to murder everyone in the sleeper car. Sincerely, the train murderer. Come to the roof of the sleeper car in the next 55 minutes if you want a murdering. Didn't we already murder him? Maybe that was the guy then. You open the door to the first passenger compartment. The sole occupant is a little boy about 10 years old wearing a blue suit and knickerbockers. Hello, ma'am. Is something wrong? Nothing you need to worry about, kid. I'm on the trail of a bad guy. Do you mean a murderer, ma'am? I'm pretty sure there's one on this train, and they don't call me the world's greatest detective for nothing. What's your name, kid? I probably shouldn't say, ma'am. There may be a copyright thing. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure I can handle this. Just let me ask you one question, and then you should lock your door after I'm gone. I understand, ma'am. What would you like to know? Are you on the roof of this train? Excuse me? The murderer left a note saying he's on the roof of the train. Are you? No, ma'am. I'm in my passenger compartment. Okay. What? You open the door to the second passenger compartment and look inside. There's a portly man in a dapper gray suit with a tiny, meticulously waxed mustache. And not, I'd like to clarify, an enormous bushy one. Excusez-moi, is there some way I might be of assistance, madame? Sorry to bother you, but there's a murderer on the loose and I'm checking the passenger compartments. Sacre bleu! This is very serious, mon ami. Allow me to prefer to you the use of my little gray cells. I don't know what that means. Why, certainly... Oh, I don't know what that means, but no thank you. Let me just ask you one question. Why, certainly, I am at your service. Are you on the roof of the train? The roof of the train, madame, right now? That's right. No, I am here, in conversation with you. Okay. You open the door to find the third passenger compartment and find nobody inside. Since the note from the murderer said he was going to be on the roof of the train, that means he couldn't be in his passenger compartment. And since there's no one inside the passenger compartment, whoever the compartment belongs to can only, by process of elimination, be on the roof. Which means the person who rented this compartment must be the murderer. Probably. The only clue you find in here is a luggage ticket, though. It has the number 3 on it. The only passenger in this compartment is a middle-aged woman who's writing something in a notebook. She looks up as you enter and greets you with a friendly northeastern accent. I guess I don't... Do I have a northeastern accent? Why, hello! Is there something you need, dear? Sorry to bother you, ma'am, and I don't want to alarm you, but there's a murderer on board the train I'm investigating. A murderer on a train? My goodness, that would be a wonderful premise for my next novel. Sure, why not? Anyway, I just need to ask you one question. Go right ahead, dear. According to my evidence, the murderer's on the roof of the train. Are you on the roof of the train? No, dear? Alright, thank you for your time. Would you like a meat pie? They're homemade. No, thanks. Just have a look at this playing card before you go. Goodbye. You find bag number 3 and it has the key to the forward passenger car inside. That's a very strong corroborating evidence for your theory of who the murderer is. Okay, well, we got the passenger key. I should teach voice acting coaches? Yeah, okay, alright. Sure. Alright, so we got that. You finally make it to the passenger car, one car back from the locomotive, which may be confusing if you thought locomotive meant the entire train, so I could just say the engine, except that also refers to the engine itself. That is the actual steam engine that makes the train go and not just the frontmost car in the train. Anyway, you're in the passenger car. Got it. Suddenly, Norton clambers in the window. He must have dramatically clung to the side of the train in order to reveal at the last minute that he hadn't actually been defeated. Dang it! He runs into the foremost car of the train and locks the door. What a jerk. Maybe you could get some of the passengers to help break down the door and arrest him? Or maybe you could just kick the door down and shoot him until he can't bother anyone anymore. Up to you. This professorial-looking guy is frowning at a sheet of paper and occasionally scribbling on it with a pencil and then erasing what he just wrote. Talk to him. I'm sorry, I'm busy. Ask my wife or my daughter. God knows she could do something to keep her, or she could do with something to keep her occupied. What are you working on? It's quite academic. I'm sure you wouldn't understand. Try me. If you must know, I'm a scholar of foreign antiquities. I'm attempting to resolve the ancient conundrum from the Far East. He shows you a sheet of paper covered with little boxes, some of which have numbers in them. Solve it for him. That's a Sudoku. My little brother thinks they're for babies. What? Look, this box can't be a 3 or a 7 because you got those there and there, so it has to be a 4, which means it's 5 here and 9 here, and if that's a 9, then this can't be, so it's a 7 and this one's a 2. You quickly fill in the rest of the puzzle. Well, damn it. What fun is it if you just solve it for me? Sorry, will you help me break down the door to the engine and arrest the Emperor? Well, I guess. I've got nothing better to do now. Link. Stop harassing the cats in the litter box. This woman just ignores you. This guy is totally pranticking, which is a word I just made up that means ranting in a frantic panic. Everyone else is ignoring him as hard as they can. Hey buddy, you okay? It's a lie! We're never gonna get to Frisco. Frisco probably doesn't even exist. They've been testing to see how long we can survive on complimentary peanuts and bottled water, and now they're driving us out in the desert to some kind of government camp. They're gonna use our organs to fuel alien flying machines. Snap him out of it with percussive maintenance. Whap! Oh, sorry, guess I lost it for a second there. Feel better? He rubs his jaw. Well, yes and no. Listen, we're gonna get to Frisco. Cats. Hey. Damn it. But first, we've got to bust into the locomotive up front and arrest a crazy guy. I need some volunteers. Okay, I'm in. If I have to sit here doing nothing for much longer, I'll probably flip out again. Cool. This woman is focusing on her knitting and ignoring the general commotion. She must have been knitting the whole trip because the scarf she's made could accommodate a whole marching band. Excuse me, ma'am? Whatever it is, I want no part of it. Oh, I need hornswoggling. 5. Shit. I keep to myself and I've no desire to get involved. Thank you very much. Come on, this is important. A crazy guy stole the train and I need help arresting him or you'll never get to Frisco. I'm sure everything will sort it out in the end. In the meantime, I have plenty of wool. Get hornswoggling 5. 1,000 XP? Fuck. This overweight man in a 3-piece suit and bowler hat is probably a banker or something. His eyes are closed and his posture's relaxed, but the clench of his jaw betrays his aggravation. Hey, excuse me? Yeah, what is it? Crazy jerk calling himself Emperor Norton has hijacked the train and I need volunteers to help me bust down the door and arrest him. I see. And will you help me? No. I'd really rather not. That sounds quite strenuous, perhaps even dangerous. Come on, please? No, I don't think so. I'm quite comfortable here, and I prefer to avoid stress. Pretty please? Again, no. I'm supposed to avoid things that might raise my blood pressure. Pretty please with sugar on top? Sugar is one of those things. Pretty please with gravy on top? Gravy is another. Look, please just leave me alone. Please, 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 please. Stop asking, you're really getting on my nerves. No, damn it. Fine, I'll help, just leave me alone. Thank you. This lady is flipping through a book titled Birds of the Western Territory. Since most of this place is a desert, it's not a very long book. Talk to her. Excuse me, ma'am? Yes? A crazed psycho has taken over the train's engine car and I need volunteers to help break down the door and arrest him. Oh my, I certainly couldn't be of any help with that. I'm very conflict averse. What if I told you he hates birds and is determined to outlaw them from the territory after he sees his power? Well, that's very sly, but I know you're only saying that because you saw the book I was reading. Yeah, you got me there. Any other ideas to convince me? Suddenly you hear a tapping at the passenger car window. What the? Russell? You open the window and your pet crow, Russell, flaps in and perches on your shoulder. I forgot about Russell. Entirely. 100%. Wow, he was from like the very first place. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful crow. And he knows you? Oh sure, me and my Russell go way back, right buddy? Caw! I rescued him from a cat when he was only just out of the nest and raised him as a pet. I set him free when I left home recently. But what was he doing here? Has he been following you since then? Nah, he probably just happened to be flying by and spotted me on the roof of the train and recognized me. Crows are crazy smart like that. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have an avian friend like that. Well, I'm still gonna be doing a lot of traveling after this, but I figure, so I can't really drag Russell along with me. But I bet Russell wouldn't mind being pals with a nice lady in Frisco who'll help save the train. What do you think, Russ? Russell caws again and flaps over to a perch next to the lady. He lightly pecks at her shoulder in a friendly manner. Ha! My goodness, how could I refuse? It's a pleasure to meet you, Russell. My name's Annabelle. Awesome, I'll let you know when we're ready. This man is too busy ignoring his daughter to not ignore you. This little girl is peering out the window of the train, clearly bored out of her mind. Hi there, busy? No, all of my toys and friends are in our luggage and it's boring and I hate it. You want to help me with something really important? Like what? Well, a bad guy took over the engine car and I need some people to help me break down the door and arrest him. Lady, I'm just a little girl. Hey now, that's not a good attitude. Don't ever let anyone tell you that you can't do anything just because you're a girl. I mean, okay, but... Oops, wait. But yeah, we'll bust that crook's face in. Wow, that's the spirit. But you gotta pay me in advance. Geez, you're learning a little too fast. Alright, what do you want? I like stuffed animals. The fuck am I gonna get a stuffed animal? Well, I mean, you know... Didn't necessarily... sell into prostitution, necessarily. I don't know where to get a stuffed animal from. I don't think I've seen one. I have a briefcase full of snakes. Oh, good. You pound on the door to the locomotive or engine car or cab or whatever. Open up, Norton. No. All right then, I'm coming in. Oh, you can win stuffed animals at the carnival? Oh well. Well, I don't need it anyway. I guess I only need 3 passengers. All right then, I'm coming in. Oh yeah, you and what army, lady? Me and this army. You glance back at the passengers. You and the passengers break down the door very impressively, though it would have been even better if you had some torches and those old-fashioned rakes. Norton is backed up into the corner of the engineer's compartment next to the engineer, who looks over his shoulder at you and shrugs. So-called Emperor Norton, you're under arrest for the crime of being a total ass. That's not illegal. It is when I'm in town. Everybody grab him, except you, Mr. Engineer. I can see you're busy driving the train. Right. Actually, if you could turn around and head back to Frisco at the next station, that'd be great. No problem. Oh, let go. This isn't over. You haven't heard the last of me. Tell it to the judge, Norton. The prison judge. Okay, we got that train back. You did it! Thanks, boss! No problem. We got the track laid right up to the station now, the first ever cross-territory railroad thanks to the Manifest Destiny Railroad Company, and principally you. You did a real good job, Alidus Hickok. Aw shucks, don't mention it. Investigating the bandits in the pickle factory. Didn't we already do that? Let's go. Yeah, I want to clean some things up before we finish. I thought there was more. Pickle factory. Where was the pickle factory? Abandoned pickle factory. Oh! Oh no, we already did that. You've already activated the pickle factory and made some pickles. There's no pickle ingredients left to make pickles out of, even if pickle actually seemed like a word at this point. Oh yeah. Okay, so wait, should we go back to... Was it in Dirtwater that we got this mission? Maybe we have to turn it in at Dirtwater? Oh, maybe my info's too old. I found a note from some travelers that passed through here about 8 years ago. Oh yeah, that was a previous bartender. He had a little trick he used to offer to show people. It's what got him fired eventually. That senator's wife was not amused. He rummages under the bar for a minute and blows the dust off a tiny piano about 9 inches tall. Here, you can keep the piano as long as you don't ask me about the trick. We got a miniature piano. It's a miniature piano. It'd be the right size for a foot-tall tickler of the ivories, but the winding key on the side seems to indicate that it plays itself. Maybe we could play it in here? I don't remember what note. You wind up the crank and the piano starts tinkling merrily. Oh, there we go. His eyes light up, well, one of them does. The other's kind of stuck in a perpetual squint. Does this belong to you? He takes the helmet from you. It takes him a moment to find his voice. It does. Long time ago. I don't suppose there is anything else where you found it? You mean this? Yeah, that's the stuff. Could I? Yeah, sure. He cracks the bottle open and drinks deeply. After a few moments, his demeanor changes. He looks like a man 20 years younger. Would you like to hear a story? Sure. Ellsbury tells you a tale of a doll maker who takes magical boat to a curious, humid plain inhabited by feral wizards. Something about that story, you really lost yourself in it. Thank you, Ellsbury. If you ever want to express your gratitude in a more tangible way, you know the trick. Oh, tells you a tale of a gravedigger who finds a hidden staircase leading to a forgotten realm inhabited by ethereal machines. Huh. Okay, so he's giving us hints about places to find. I think he's giving us hints about where to find stuff. Do I have more laudanum? Oh, no, he's definitely not. Okay, I don't know what the deal with this is. Oh, have I slept again? I don't remember. I don't think so. Oh god, stop. Well, a whole bunch of stuff happened that I didn't read. I'm sorry, this was more involved than I expected. Hey, Metal. Oh, give her the pickle factory remains. There we go. It's the Gherkin brothers, and please, I don't want to talk about it. It was really weird. Which shows me as offline? Great! Good! Awesome! That'll be great for, you know, trying not to murder my numbers today. I have no quality options? Boo. Okay, so we missed 3 lots. Still never found... I think it was the rescue mission. Yeah, everything's terrible today. We're not allowed to have anything nice. Oh, this is the wrong... Where was it? Was it the rescue mission? Or maybe it was the old mission. Somebody's left a bundle of dynamite on the ground. You approach it cautiously, verifying that it's neither wired to a detonator nor connected to an actively sparking fuse. What an odd and dangerous thing for someone to leave lying around. Did you? Oh, good lord. I'm sorry. That is really frustrating. Still don't know where these relics are. I feel like there should be something here. Oh, I realized just now that you can't see where my mouse is, so... Alas. Oh, here we go. Abandoned mine. Investigate. The dry washer is caked in dirt. Wash and dry it. You scrub the machine down. It didn't look any better afterwards, but you do find some ore wedged in crannies here and there. There's a shiny thing in here. Strange silvery crystal. Wonder if we can get that made into a ring. The elevator has a lot of stuff wrong with it. Hit the problems! Awesome. Nice metal. The mine isn't that great, but this cabinet is a big plus. Hey! The switch has long since rusted away to uselessness. The switch is also... Oh, what's up with these weird rock lines? Your El Vibrato transponder goes crazy when you get near these rocks. Okay, we really have to find that translator again. Looking at the spiral makes you feel queasy. Ooh, we got a bunch of stuff. This place seems poorly ventilated for a campfire. Maybe that's why no one's here. Someone doodled spirals all over the table. The note says, Dear Jeff, got called up north to deepest delve. See you soon. Praise be to Roberto. Or praise be Roberto. Sincerely, Jeff. Oops. The shelf contains an effectively infinite amount of sarsaparilla. Hopefully we'll still be here. We might die. Oh, some snakes. Oh, my tiny piano's still going. Oh wow, that was not as effective as I anticipated. We might die here. Oh, we're gonna die here. Nice! Alright, stop chemisterizing. What else can we eat that is... Okay, we got some Moxie. I like the melee damage. Maybe we should keep this going. Ooh, Mysticality by 11. Cactus Spear. There's that. Oh, we never did this. You put the strange lamp on your table. Groovy. Ooh, that's good. Is there anything else decent? Did we ever? Oh no, we already read this one. Oh wait, you know what? We have ashes. We have moon rocks. And mostly perfect glass sphere. I don't know if we have a mostly perfect glass sphere. Unless something like the rum or the cultist mask counts. Probably not. Alright, so let's go to... Are we full up? No, not yet. Okay, so that's good. Oh, we can't eat anymore. Alright, sugared pork balls. Sure. Melee damage, sure. Trigger guns, sure. Okay, so now we're totally full. The summoning place was at the Daveyard. Because it was close. I think. Oh, we don't have any glass spheres. Okay. That's okay. We never really finished the buffalo pile. Oh man, there's so much we haven't actually finished. No, please, you know, no. Ah, so this will transport us. Okay. Whining El Vibrato object. Alright, so then let's just try to... Here we go. We're learning so many random words. Ooh, we got an achievement. I don't know what it says. Ooh, we learned, oh, I thought it said we learned bacon. Ah, education facility fabrication, equipment fabrication, something fabrication, containment, nuisance containment. You insert the battery into the monolith and it springs to life. Everything goes blue for a second. Ooh, bracelet fabrication. Okay. Ooh, we got an El Vibrato ring. Nice. What do these do? The brooch, 11 plus 11 armor. Go with that for now. We went to secondary storage, auditory nuisance containment. Nice. Yeah, let's take it. Select nuisance destination. There's a single button available labeled select. Shit. Shit, so I want to get it to go to Dirtwater, I think. But I don't really understand by what criteria we're transporting it. The terminal beeps and the boopy floating guy behind you disappears in a puff of glowing squares. Gosh, wonder where he went. Dirtwater. Yep. Is this it? Damn it. I was expecting this to do something. Oh well, maybe there's another one that I still haven't gotten yet. Okay, let's go to the professor. I found an annoying whining dome. Wow, that is annoying, isn't it? I hope it goes away when I fix it. What is it? Well, unless I miss my guess, you'll find this very handy. I believe it's for manufacturing a variety of fighting tools, and presumably they're helpful ones, otherwise why bother, right? Neat! The machine turns El Vibrato scrap into single-use combat items, that's what the professor said, and I'm confirming it for you. There's a little note on the side where he describes the different things you can make with it. It can make a grenade, which you assume blows things up. It can make something called a maintenance teleporter, which the professor says will banish any hostile El Vibrato construct. It can make an autonomous construct that will help you win fights by hurting your enemies, or one that can help you win fights by healing you and your allies. Sounds great. Okay. Well, that looks like all of the ones for that we could possibly have gotten. I feel like I've made bad decisions somewhere along the line, so... Oh, he's tougher than I expected. There we go. Looks like somebody on the train got a job as the projectionist. Would you like to watch the movie? It's free because movies have only recently been invented and nobody's figured out that they can charge for them yet. Note, doing this will not change anything about the world or your character. Sure, show me the final cutscene. Some folks say endings don't matter. But other folks, they like to know how things turn out, the consequences of their actions like. With the trains running again, Frisco thrived. People came from all over to seek their fortunes, but thanks to you, they didn't have to do it while on fire because some cow attacked their wagon. With the railroad completed and Norton ousted, Smee found himself out of a job, but in of an opportunity. After being elected mayor, he managed the growth and infrastructure of Frisco with compassion and pragmatism. In 1944, Frisco was named Most Reasonable City by the Tuesday Evening Post. The idea of city life didn't appeal to Susie much. After you and she parted ways, she moved down the peninsula ways and settled a cow's bane farm. Still fighting the good fight in her way. I love the way you shoot was that achievement. Thanks to your assistance, Hobart Buppert got the photography bug, or should we say the photography owl. Anyway, he opened an art gallery so the citizens of Frisco would never again have to suffer from the inability to see pictures of owl skeletons whenever they wanted. Kurtz left the fort and set up shop in Frisco. His cool fitness group skyrocketed in popularity. The growth was entirely due to word of mouth because the first rule of CursFit is that you cannot stop talking about CursFit. Somebody has feelings about CrossFit. With your help, the professor gained enough knowledge about El Vibrato technology to start building his own. He opened a very successful consumer technology store in Frisco, and for decades people spent all their time staring at little computers in their hands instead of talking to one another. The performers you sent to Dirtwater formed the greatest band in the history of music, the perfect union of percussion, strings, and technology, and they immediately secured their place in the cultural history of Loathing. Their songs were innovative, their stage presence was spectacular, and the liner notes on their albums were extremely clever and interesting. They called themselves the Aristocrats. There we go. You solved all of Redwood's problems. With the increase in morale and civic resources, they were able to clear the weeds from the road and fix the well in the broken hitching post. There was even enough left over to give the mayor's office a new coat of paint, refresh the facade on the Buttery Biscuit, and add a second story to the bunkhouse. They even managed to get that horse into rehab. Olive Garden and Cactus Bill lived happily ever after. They even had a few young'uns. Oh, God. Horrible. Chuck continued to run his blood and breakfast without incident, accident, scandal, or allegation for many years. With your help, Roy Bean's Jelly Bean Museum became the talk of the town. Well, first they had to build a town nearby, but once they did, hoo-wee! Dirtwater became, relatively speaking, a thriving metropolis. Thanks to your efforts as a commerce ambassador and all-around helpful stranger, the once sleepy town became a shining oasis in a barren field. Every man, woman, and child in the town knew your name. They even put up a little plaque with your name on it in your old room at the Jewel. Everybody's got hats. As for you, after your adventures, you settled down in Frisco and bought a long, very narrow house. You filled it with souvenirs of your exploits and started an antique hat rack collection. When you left your home, you told Rufus you wanted to help people. Over the course of your adventure, you helped 50 people. You weren't whistling Dixie when you declared your intentions. If you'd been Catholic, they definitely would have sainted you if you'd asked, but you wouldn't have asked because you wouldn't want to be any trouble. Oh, my house is so nice. So many things I want to loot, or I have looted. In 1906, all of the remaining cows in the West were simultaneously activated by some kind of signal from hell. They thundered east, forming a gigantic single-minded herd. Led by the infernal sadist Duke Bovicus, the cow army thundered east toward Dirtwater. Oh, we didn't solve the cow problem. Fortunately, a gang of rodeo clowns swept in at the last minute and slaughtered the herd just before it reached Dirtwater. Unfortunately, all the townsfolk of Dirtwater had a hard time sleeping for pretty much the rest of their lives. Seriously, it was a grisly sight. 420 years later, deep beneath the ground, ancient machines silently stopped doing the thing they were built to do. It's probably fine. You and everybody you know were dead by then, and most of humanity has moved to space. Still, though, it's a shame about the planet. There were some cool bars there. Okay, so we didn't figure out the El Vibrato stuff either. Cool. Alright. Well, that's west of Loathing. I know that there's a lot of things that we still could have done. I want to be a beta tester someday. My dream. Browser-based game Kingdom of Loathing. I want to check Kingdom of Loathing out. Alright, well. Considering I don't think Twitch even has me logged as being live. I'm just gonna quit for tonight. Unfortunately, there's not going to be any stream tomorrow because I'm working weird hours, but I will be back Sunday if anyone is watching the VOD. So have a good night, everybody.